Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hey, Ariel Williams, what's up, girl? What's going on? Where's my... Oh, there it is. Okay. Hey, Danny. Well, hello, Miss Mama Aunt Rock. Okay, Miss Mama Aunt Rock. Hey, Captivating Christian. Hey, girl. Hey. Zombie, hey, boo. You watching The Purge? I cannot. Hey, Mr. Credentialed. Mr. Credential, I'm gonna follow up with you about what you were talking about earlier. And remind me to shout you out at the end. I want to make sure there's some people in the room so I can shout you out for people to go and subscribe to your channel and all that good stuff. What up, Abby? Cynthia, hey boo. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Captivating Christian, were you able to get your chat? Did your chat ever pop up? Hey, what's up, Diva? How you doing? It's no problem, Mr. Credential. You know, we do that around here. We support each other. Plus, I think what it is that you want to do is very important. And the prodigal son. Okay, so let me say this to y'all about certain things. So I cannot get into The Purge. Okay, cool. I didn't see any of the movies. But when the TV show came out, I tried to get into the TV show. I said, I understood what the premise was. Like, I know what the storyline is. But I said, okay, let me try to get into this whole storyline. I just couldn't do it, y'all. I tried. I couldn't. What's up, L Long? How you doing, baby? You know what? I'm still up. Well, actually, I stay up late a lot. I'm actually up late a lot. But I don't get on here late a lot because my butt need to be in bed. So I don't get on here a lot, but I'm a night owl. I'm up. That's part of my damn problem is that I'm up too late. That's why I be coming home and taking naps when I get home from work. Because my ass be tired. And then this what happens, right? So I'll come home from work and I'll take a nap because I didn't get enough sleep the night before. And then I'll fool myself into thinking, oh, well, you took a nap when you got home from work. You good. So then I'm right back in that same cycle. But I am on vacation officially. I left work at noon today and I don't have to be back until 7:50 on Monday. So I can stay up late as I want. And I'm not cooking for Thanksgiving. But what I'm going to do tomorrow is clean. I'm going to clean my house. Okay? I need to vacuum and mop and finish putting up my winter clothes, my summer clothes. I still got summer clothes I ain't put up yet, honey. So I need to put up my summer clothes. Well, hey, Miss Gina, Queen of Talk, welcome to the room. I don't know if you've ever been in my chat before. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? Hey, Cookie. So yes, when I get up in the morning, I'm going to make me some breakfast. And before I sit, see, the problem is I sit down. Before I sit down, after I eat breakfast, obviously, I'm going to mop the kitchen floor, mop the hallway, clean the bathroom on the first floor. Then I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to finish putting my summer clothes up. And whenever I change seasons, whenever I change from winter to summer, I always do a Goodwill bag. This might be a good practice for you guys. People like myself. Oh, well, thank you for coming out the clouds, girl. Thank you for coming out the clouds. I hope you are doing well. Up in the shy. I love Chicago. I've been to Chicago a few times. It's a beautiful city. That's a beautiful city. I don't go in the winter. I don't mess with y'all in the winter. But in the summer, beautiful. But I do this every time. Hey, surprise around the corner. Every time I switch seasons, I do a Goodwill bag because, you know, before I pack stuff up that I didn't wear, like for example, I'm putting up my summer clothes. If it was something that I had that I didn't wear the whole summer and I didn't wear the summer before, I probably not going to wear it next summer. So I try to, in my mind, do that. And then when I'm pulling out my winter clothes, If it's stuff that I know I'm not going to wear this winter or I didn't wear, you know what I'm saying? So I have a bag that I'm going to take to Goodwill. I'll probably take that to the Goodwill this weekend. But I might do a second bag because I already got a bag full, honey. Because sometimes I get in a purge kind of mood where, speaking of the purge, where I'm ready to just get rid of stuff. I'm like, yes, throw this away. Yes, that goes to Goodwill. Oh my gosh, why do I still have this? And then I have my sentimental moods where I be like, I got to hold on to this key ring that I've had for 20 years and it's not even on my keychain because I bought it with my allowance when I was 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when I'm in a purge mood, I got to do it and get it out my house before I change my mind. You know what I'm saying? So that is the plan tomorrow. I'm going to go live at some point tomorrow, but I'm not going to go live until I have done what I just said I was going to do. And then, once I can do that, and I need to wash some clothes, but I'll probably be able to do at least one load tomorrow. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to do 3-4 loads of clothes tomorrow, but I am definitely going to do some cleaning around my house because, hey, Jaded, I know I saw you taking your pictures from the gym, looking all cute and stuff. I see you getting yourself ready. I know, Danny, on the West Coast, you don't have no seasons. I know. Yeah, it gets cold up there in the Shy, honey. I can't fool with y'all. Look, let me tell you something. Danny know this. Danny was with me. My best friend from college. She's still one of my best friends, but she was one of my best friends from college. I met her in college. She got married in December in Indianapolis. And I was her matron of honor. Let me tell y'all something. That's when I knew I loved that woman. Because when I got off the plane, it was like -8, something like that degrees when I got off the plane. And then and she had a convertible. I don't know what the hell made her think that a convertible was conducive to where the hell she lived. But she had a convertible. Okay. Now, I don't know if y'all know anything about convertibles. Okay. Okay, Danny. Okay. Now, I don't know what y'all know about convertibles, okay? But convertibles do not hold heat very well. Just for the nature of the beast. It's a damn convertible. And it was a convertible BMW, but it was a convertible nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? Now she has 2 cars. She has her summer car and she's got her winter car. But damn it, she didn't have a winter car when she picked me up from the airport in that damn convertible. And it was like -8 degrees when I got off the plane. Then I had to run around with her all day the next day. I guess that was my matron of honor duties because I wasn't there to do none of the other stuff. When she had her bridal shower and stuff, I just sent my money to pay for my part of the bridal, my part of the bridal shower. I couldn't get out there because the other thing was 2 weeks before her wedding, another good friend of mine got married in Jamaica. You see what I'm saying? So I had just got back from Jamaica. I said, what the? You feel me? I went from A to Z in 2 weeks. So anyway, I did not get out there. So that's when I knew I loved that woman because it was cold as hell. I was in and out the car all day. And a car that didn't really get warm. Oh, that's when I know I love that woman. Anyway. But Danny was there with me. Danny is my little sister. I keep telling y'all that. Like my little sister from college and real life little sister. And so she was there with me, honey, because that was Sherry's wedding that we were all in her wedding. But at Lily's wedding, I was the matron of honor. You read a poem, I believe, Danny? You read a poem, right? Girl, well, we look miserable for a couple of reasons, but we ain't going to get into that. But we look miserable. But there's a couple of reasons why we look miserable in them pictures, honey. Anyway, we ain't going to go down that road. We ain't going to go down there. Yeah, so yeah, that's why I'm normally not on here late because I'm a late owl and I'll be up till 2-3 in the morning and I don't need to be on here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I came home today. I took me a little nap and then I was trying to get myself together, get my life together. Then Captivating Christian went live, so I went to support him. And then I was like, well, let me get me some dinner. Let me get myself together, and then I'll go live. And so here we are. Ta-da. So, yeah. Yep. So anybody, okay, am I the only one that's not cooking? I know Abby's cooking. Anybody else cooking for Thanksgiving? Drop that in the chat. And what y'all cooking? Tell me what y'all making for Thanksgiving, honey. You cooking, Danny? You and your mom? I know you and your mom. Y'all gonna be doing something. What you cooking? Dommy, what you making? I want to know what you making, boo. You cooking? You'll be baking some cakes, little baby. What kind of cakes you make? I love to bake, but I had to stop baking because you cooking too. Well, I know you're gonna be cooking, Miss Gina. I know you're gonna be throwing down in the kitchen. You don't cook, you contribute. See, Shakira, I understand that. Look, I'm not a cook, right? That's not my thing. I don't enjoy it. I can cook. Clearly, I'm not starving over here, but it is just not my favorite thing to do. I just don't enjoy cooking. But my sister is a chef. Like, that is what she does for a living. She went to school. She has a culinary arts degree. My sister is a chef. So I don't even try to compete with her. Like, I just pay her. She cook half the damn food anyway for Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter. She cook half the meal anyway. I be like, look, I'm just going to cash app you some money. Can you just go ahead and make a macaroni and cheese for me? What's the purpose? But I do have a couple of dishes that my family enjoys me cooking. They love my cabbage. I don't know what it is that, I don't know, but people love my cabbage. Now, I'm not bragging, but that's just my people love my cabbage. They think it is great. It is wonderful. They love it. Cool. So I make the cabbage. But this year, I don't have to make nothing. So I'm good with that. You cooking ham, mac and cheese, green, deviled egg, rum cake, and sweet potato pie. What part of Baltimore you say you live in, Mr. Credential? I think I might have to come and do a taste test. That sounds good. You're doing dressing, mac and cheese, pound cake, and your mom is doing the rest. Okay, Dommy. You're going to jazz it up, and you're going to make me a sakatumi cake, a carrot cake, and you're doing mac and cheese. Okay, all right. You making the mac and cheese and the green beans, Danny. Hey, Lady T, sweet potato pies and potato salad. Okay, now look, I only eat one person's potato salad. I eat my mama's potato salad. I don't even try. When I go to cookouts and I see potato salad, I just skip right over it. I don't even do nobody else. I don't do it. I don't do it. I only do my mama potato salad. I'm going to do my mama potato salad. You cooking something a little light, Trish. Hey, Trish, I don't know if I spoke to you when you came in. You going to go to the Bahamas. See, that's what I'm trying to, Trish, I'm trying to talk my family into doing a Thanksgiving cruise. I've been trying to do it for the last 2 years because, first of all, my family loves the cruise. And none of us are really into Thanksgiving anymore. Like, it seems like in the last 4 or 5 years of in my family, we've lost a lot of people. And it's just not the same. Like, all three, I was blessed to have, I like to say, a bonus grandmother. So I had 3 grandmothers. All 3 of my grandmothers died within 2 calendar years of each other. So I went from having 3 grandmothers to 0 grandmothers in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And then my brother passed away. And so his family, his wife, who we're still in contact with, we're still cool with his wife, but she doesn't come down for Thanksgiving anymore. My niece comes down, but she's not coming this year, but she'll come down. She usually alternates Christmas and Thanksgiving. She does one or the other. But my nephew's in the military, and he's all the way in California. So Thanksgiving just isn't quite the same anymore. So I'm like, y'all, screw it. Let's just get on a cruise and let everybody else do the cooking. Let's go to some tropical island and just chill. But I haven't been able to convince everybody. My parents are on board. My mom and dad are like, I'm with it. But we ain't been able to convince everybody yet. So I'm still working on them people. But this year, nobody's cooking. That's why my aunt is catering. Because like I said, for the last couple of years, we do all this cooking and we end up with so much food. It is ridiculous because we're still cooking for the amount of people that used to come to Thanksgiving, and those people don't come. We don't have the numbers anymore. You know what I'm saying? So we end up with so much damn food. So, child. Hey, what's up, Shelby? You good for the mac and cheese? Oh, you making a cheesecake? I'm not a big cheesecake eater, but I can appreciate a good cheesecake because I know a good cheesecake takes work. I can appreciate a good cheesecake. I'm not a big cheesecake eater though. But I can, Cynthia, you making the whole damn dinner. You are making turkey, ham, dressing, mac and cheese, greens with smoked neck bones. That's how you know That's how you know you black. You put the neck bone in there. That's how you know. Potato salad, pasta salad, strawberry lemon cake, sweet potato pie, chicken. Damn, Cynthia, where you live? You know what? I have plastic containers, and I will just throw a bunch of plastic containers in a bag, and I will just go from house to house. Okay, I don't have no problems with that. I ain't ashamed of it, and I don't have no problems because I'm sure taking my plastic containers Thursday over to my aunt's house. Think I'm not when I am. Okay, Shell, you good for the mac and cheese? Yeah, the holidays are hard, and I mean, also this time last year, I lost my godbrother. My best friend's brother died. We found him. He didn't show up for Thanksgiving dinner, and they found his body 2 days later. He had died in his sleep. And so I know this is a hard time for my extended family, which is my best friend's family. Me and my best friend have been friends so long we don't remember meeting. Like, we grew up in the same neighborhood. We went to the same elementary school. We just always remember knowing each other and being friends. And so her family has been my family and vice versa. My family is her family. Her kids call my mom grandma, granddad. You know what I mean? Of course, they're my guy. Her children are my guy kids. You know, so her brother was like my brother. So when he died, and it'll be a year, you know, this week. So that's another thing that's not really, I'm not feeling it yet. You know what I'm saying? But I know it's coming. And I've been really just trying to keep a good eye out on my best friend and my cousins and stuff like that. So, yeah. So let me see. Okay, little baby, you too? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shakira says, I'm not big on Thanksgiving because all of my family is on play. And that's the other thing too. Same thing with me, Shakira. Most of my family is right here. Like I said, my niece and nephew don't live here, but that's because my brother moved to Philadelphia. If my brother had stayed in DC, his family would be in DC, you know? So I would say 95% of my family I would say 98 to 99% of, you know, my family is here. I see them all the damn time. Like, we see each other all the time. That's my issue right now with these cakes. It's just the three of us. I don't want to do 2 cakes. I know. See, there you go. And that's why I said I had to stop baking, because I love to bake. But then I end up eating the whole damn thing. I like baking, but... And people are so picky now about eating other people's food, which I understand. Hey, Joyce. Hey, Andrea. I understand that, because you don't know what other people do in their kitchen. You don't know how other people live in their life. So I respect and understand that people don't do the potluck. You don't say, hey, I got a cake, I've left it in the teacher's lounge or whatever. People don't eat it. Some do, some don't. I get that. But I just stopped doing it, honey. Yeah, y'all gonna have to get some food away. Well, I can't come by your house, Danny, with my plastic containers. That's just too far to go. Is that ghetto? Well, call me ghetto, because I sure will. I sure do. Well, first of all, let me say this. My aunt tells us, bring some containers. So that's first of all. And then my cousin, when he does the summer cookout. He does like the family cookout in the summer. We don't really have a family reunion in my family, again, because we all right here. But and we don't really know our extended family like that. Like, I don't know them people like that. So my cousin has like a big cookout at his house every year, and he does the same thing. He just pulls out all his plastic containers. When it's time to pack it up, he'd be like, here, take them. Like, from, you know, when he keeps them when he carries out food, or, you know, when you order out and you get the plastic containers and stuff like that, he just holds on to, he washes them and keeps them. And then when he has his little cookout, he puts all that stuff out there. Joyce, if that's ghetto, call me ghetto, because that's what I'm going to be Thursday. And I'm also going to show up at my auntie house in my slippers, because some of y'all in the chat know my auntie told me that we're going to have to take our shoes off, because she just got her floors done. And we can't be walking around her floors in our shoes. So I'm going to be real ghetto, because I'm just going to show up in my slippers. Well, I'm going to put shoes on and take them off. Child. I sure am. Hey, what's up, Yana? See, I have to say it like that, so I'll say it right. Yana. What's up, Yana? It's all good, Jaded. It's all good, baby. Trish, I have done meet and greets in conjunction with Spill It Boy. And we were trying to put something together when El Teddy was going to be here, but I'm not. It's not going to be like a formal meet and greet when El Teddy's here. We might just say, "Hey, we're going to go such and such. If anybody want to meet us, y'all can meet us there." But I had not planned to do anything in the near future. I'm not saying I won't, but I didn't really have anything in my mind planned. Are you in my area, Trish? You in the DMV area, babe? I know exactly what you were talking about. My dad and 4 brothers passed away. Then my brother coming home from college. Then my mom and sister. So today, oh gosh, Cynthia, I'm so sorry to hear that. We're going to definitely send some prayers to you and your family. I am so sorry to hear that. Yeah, see, the holidays aren't always happy for everybody. Vovo, that's what your aunt would say. She said, y'all packing up and ain't bring nothing. See what I'm saying? You're supposed to bring your own stuff. Yeah, we're going to definitely send some prayers to you, baby. You don't eat from anybody's house that has pets. I don't have no pets, but, like I said, you just don't know what other people do. You will take that cake. I know that's right. You're okay, Christmas baby. My mom's a Christmas baby. My mom's birthday is the day after Christmas, December the 26th. You're doing banana pudding. Now, that's my banana pudding. Let me tell you what first of all, I love bananas. Most things that include bananas, I will try because I love bananas. Now, I'm going to tell you what I don't like. I don't like banana nut bread. Why you got to add the nuts? Why it just can't be banana bread? I really need somebody to explain to me why they have to add the nuts. You never see, very seldom, I won't say never. You very seldom see banana bread. But I love banana bread. You know what I'm saying? I'll pick the nuts out. But my favorite dessert is Bananas Foster. I love Bananas Foster. Love Bananas Foster. But banana pudding, that's a close second. Aaron said, is it just me or does your family feud throughout the year blow up at Thanksgiving? We don't, knock on wood, we don't have no family. Now, let me tell you, okay, we don't have no family feuds. We do have one part of our family that's a little different. It's a nice way of me putting it. They different. If they show up, it could potentially be an issue. But if they not there, we don't have no issues. We don't have no problems. We don't have no problems. Thank God, though. Child, I ain't gonna wear my sweats, but I'm definitely gonna wear my comfortable pants. Your family motto is why cuss you out later when I can do it today. See. Oh, Andrea, we're going to keep you lifted, baby. We're going to keep you laughing all the way through this season. We're going to keep you lifted and laughing. Laughing. Crunch and texture. You are clearly answering somebody else's question. Oh, you are. Trish, you told me that before. You did tell me that before. Okay. I mean, we can put something together. I really hadn't thought about it. I know I don't have the bandwidth to plan anything right now until we get through the holidays, and I have some other things that I'm trying to get through. But we definitely can put something together. I don't know how many people care about coming to see me and have dinner or lunch with me, but we'll see. I'm always down for, some drinks and stuff like that. I've hooked up with Jaded Nerd and Deshaun Farley in the area. Now I know we got Captivating Christian and Mr. Credential right down the road. So we definitely can put some stuff together. I'm cool with that. I don't have no problem meeting up with people. Exactly. Look, hold on. Let me show y'all how ghetto I am. Yeah, I think I'm playing. If you think I'm playing, Joyce called me ghetto. I'm going to show y'all how ghetto I am. I went to the dollar store and bought some containers. I'm going to put these in the dishwasher tomorrow so they'll be good and clean because, you got to wash them. You don't know where these things been sitting. I'm going to put them in the dishwasher, and after they get done in the dishwasher, I'm going to put them in a bag and put that bag in my car so that I don't forget them. Call me ghetto. I am. Right here. Okay. I sure did. Let me see. I'm behind on the comments, y'all. We ain't even talking about nothing on the hashtag, but we'll get there in a second. This is my first year celebrating in 5 years. My daughter was my world. Oh, she was getting ready to be pinned. What? She was getting ready to be pinned. What, Cynthia? I'm sorry, baby. Oh, you were the one that told us that me and James were near you. Look, I said that when you were able to tell me what store we were in and where we were, I said, oh, this her store. Because it must have been something you saw. Because all the TJ Maxx and Rosses and Marshalls look the same. But it must have been something you saw. I said, okay, yeah, you the one, you live, okay, yeah. I'm down in Waldorf all the time. I'm in Waldorf at least twice a week. Because from where I live, I could go, when I want to go shopping or take care of some stuff, I can either go to Waldorf or go to Bowie. I'm like in the middle between Waldorf and Bowie. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if I come out my neighborhood, I go left or go right. And for whatever reason, I prefer to go down to Waldorf to take care of what I need to take care of rather than go to Bowie. I don't know why, but I do. So most of the time I end up in Waldorf when I run my errands and got to take care of stuff and all that and do some shopping and all that. I go down Waldorf, child. So I'm down your way all the time. Girl, man, you could just meet up for lunch, child. We ain't got to do no meet and greet, girl. You right down the street. I don't want nuts in my banana bread. I don't like stuff like raisins and nuts in my food. I don't like it. Just like I love banana pudding. Rice pudding. But everybody want to I love bread pudding and rice pudding. But everybody want to put damn raisins in it. Can I just get some bread pudding with no raisins? Can I get some rice pudding with no raisins? Why the fuck you got to put raisins in everything? I don't understand. Somebody who's a cook, explain to me. Your mother makes the best banana bread, Yana. Ooh, I want to taste that. I love banana bread. Y'all chilling, watching Tyler Perry movies. Now look, this is the auntie. Remember I was telling y'all about my aunt that probably has every Tyler Perry play movie, whatever, on DVD. This her. So we might be watching Tyler Perry tomorrow, Thursday. Shout, I don't know. Walnuts are great, Jada Nerd. I don't want them in my food. I'm not a big nut person. I know that y'all I'm glad that El Teddy ain't in the chat because I know y'all gonna take that in another direction. I'm not big on nuts. I'm not. I just started eating almonds because I heard that they're really good for you. I'm still not crazy about almonds, but I got the honey roasted kind, and it sort of camouflages it enough for me to eat it. Hey, Anissa Stockton. I hope I said your name right. Tried it to my head, not my heart. But how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Hey, Chantel Dunlap. Bread pudding for you too. Yeah, banana pudding. Yes, I love bananas, girl. Hey, Lamone. You at work? Okay. Well, thanks for dropping in to say hi. You hate the rate, see? Hey, Jacqueline Glover. How you doing? I ain't seen you in a while, girl. How are you? They've been working you because normally when I don't see you, you be working. Kings and a queen meet and greeting a DMV. Oh, that would be cute. That'd be a cute name. That'd be a cute name for Danny. Hey, Loving My Peace. I love your name, Loving My Peace. See, y'all sleeping on the plastic container. You go to the dollar store, you get them for $1. What the hell? That way they cheap anyway. You don't got to worry about it. They cheap anyway. You make great rice pudding. Okay, well, see, Mr. Credential. And you did say that earlier that you a cook. You did say that earlier. And you right down the street. You right there in Baltimore. I don't have no problems with coming to Baltimore. Okay? So I'll be expecting a plate. Okay. You hate all the pudding. I actually just love pudding. I don't know why I love pudding, but I do. I'm not a big nut person, Jaded. I'm glad you like them. And they are good for you. Nuts are great for you. Barbecue flavored almonds. I've never tried those, Abby. I'm going to have to try that. You think of rice pudding as struggle food? Girl, I love me some rice pudding, honey. No, girl, Tori, we're going right now. Let me catch up on the comments, and we're gonna talk about this this Jocelyn thing. Not banana pudding was invented by Satan. Well, Satan will. In that case, Satan, my friend, because I love me some banana pudding. What about poppers? Are we allowed to attend? What, the meet and greet, Jaded? Child, boy, don't play with me. If I have a meet and greet, Jaded, you better be there. Don't play with me. Oh, no, you got the flu. Oh, gosh. You know what, Jacqueline? I have not gotten my winter jack yet. You know what? I might pick up a bottle on Friday because I want to try that Applejack too. You know, they have Applejack Daniels now, and I need to try that too. I'll probably pick me up a bottle on Friday. I think my aunt probably got a bottle for me at her house because she was playing like she don't. But I'm spoiled like that. She probably got a bottle for me. If you schedule a meet and greet, schedule it at a time and Abby can drive up. That would be cool if y'all could drive up. We'll put something together and we'll do it on a weekend and we'll coordinate some schedules to make sure that, that the kings and queens can be in the house. We could definitely do that. Well, dang, Shakira, you think bananas are disgusting? Girl, I love me some bananas. I probably eat about 4 or 5 bananas a week. I love bananas. You just found out you're allergic to nuts. Dang, Danny. Hey, Shawnette Juiceberry, how you doing, babe? Girl, I love me some bananas. Like I said, I eat bananas 3-4 times a week. And when I go grocery shopping, I always pick up about 4 or 5 bananas when I go grocery shopping. That's just automatic on my grocery list every time. I have always, since I was a kid, loved bananas. I love bananas. Now, I'm going to tell you what I don't like. I don't like bruised bananas. I'm very bougie when it comes to my bananas. I don't like bruised bananas. Yes, I love pudding. I like yogurt. I don't know what I like stuff like that. Oh, darn me. See, El Teddy ain't in here, so you taking El Teddy's place. Okay, I see you, Dami. All right, y'all, let's get to some of these hashtags. So my first hashtag was Jocelyn Savage or Joycelyn Savage, however you supposed to pronounce that child's name. First of all, okay. Thank you, boo. First of all, she now has decided she's going to speak out. Hey, what's up, Simone? You know what, Simone? We can't agree on shit, can we? Golly! We can't agree on nothing. Dang! Anyway, so supposedly, Jocelyn Savage, Tori, we're gonna get to that one. Supposedly she's ready to speak out now, right? It's a lot of stuff surrounding Jocelyn Savage and her parents and all that. I ain't getting into all that because I have done no research to get into all of that. Okay, I'm not getting into all that. If y'all want to get that whole backstory, y'all go check out Tasha K. Shout out to Tasha K. Y'all can get the whole backstory. Yeah, El Teddy is getting his life together, y'all. Y'all know he about to travel, and I know he had to work late tonight, and I know he's getting himself together to get ready to travel. Y'all know he's coming to the East Coast for Thanksgiving, so yeah, that's probably what he hasn't even called me. I haven't talked to El Teddy today. Since this morning, I talked to him this morning, but we usually talk on the way to work. But I have not talked to him this evening, and he hasn't been in anybody's chat. So that tells me that he's really, really busy right now. And he probably packing, and y'all know how it is when you're getting ready to travel. So, and I know he had to work late tonight too. So he's probably doing a lot. So that's probably where El Teddy is. So yeah, drop a shondo in the room for the brothers who ain't here. You know what I'm saying? Not a side eye. What's the side eye for? Anyway, so, now, supposedly, she's ready to tell her story. Supposedly, she's ready to tell it all. Now, she supposedly started a Patreon channel. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Patreon is like the paid version of YouTube. It's actually owned by Google, just like YouTube is owned by Google. And it's the paid side. You can start a Patreon channel, and people have to get a subscription to be able to see your content and go into your lives and things like that. So allegedly, she started a Patreon channel where she was charging, I think, anywhere from $4.99 up to $25 a month so that she could tell her story. Now, supposedly, if this really is Jocelyn, everybody and their cousin want to talk to her. They want the exclusive to the interview, and she probably could make some good money if she's really ready to tell her story. The problem is that Patreon has not been able to confirm the identity and confirm that it was really the real Jocelyn Savage. And so they shut that Patreon channel down and they refunded everybody's money. I think they said that there was up to 1,500 people who had already subscribed, probably on the various levels. I think you had like your regular membership and then you had your VIP membership, something like that. Now, do I think that was really her? At first I did. But then when she would not verify her identity to Patreon, now I'm kind of thinking maybe not. Because why not? If you're trying to make some money, which you clearly need some money because R. Kelly ain't getting out of jail and there's no more money coming in. He doesn't even have a catalog that's making money. Like we were talking earlier in Captivating Christians chat with Ebby, Ebby was saying he does not own any of his hits. He owns music from probably like the last 7-8 years, but those aren't his money makers. When you go to an R. Kelly show, there's certain songs you want to hear, and those are not the songs from the last 5 or 7 years. You want to hear, bump and grind and all that other stuff. And so I Believe I Can Fly, whatever. He doesn't own those. So he's not making any money. If he's not touring, he's not making any money. And he clearly is not touring from Cell Block 8. So I thought it was Jocelyn, but 2 reasons that's making me think it might not be her. Reason number 1, I already said, she won't confirm her identity. Whatever paperwork, ID, whatever she needs to show Patreon to prove that it's her, she's not doing. The second reason why I don't believe it's her is because everything that has leaked out that she's saying, we already heard. There was nothing new in the information that supposedly leaked out from Jocelyn Savage that we didn't get in the Survivor R. Kelly documentary. We really didn't. Because even that story about her, not to be nasty, I hope nobody's eating right now, but even the story about him making them eat his feces, some variation of that came up in the documentary. I can't remember what is that. I can't remember who said it or what was said, but somebody in the documentary said something about some feces. Okay. Well, hello. Well, greetings from Mexico. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right. Michael Jackson had to go on tour to get out of debt. But Michael Jackson did own his catalog, but he still had a whole lot of money that he owed. One of those Taylor Swift deals. Well, here's the problem. Remember, R. Kelly, according to him, his version of the story is he was swindled out of it because he couldn't read his contracts or he couldn't understand his contracts, which a lot of music artists sign those bullshit contracts for their first, artists when artists first come out, they don't make any money off their album sales. They make money off of touring. You know what I'm saying? Now, R. Kelly, because he wrote, arranged, produced, because he did everything behind the booth as well as in front of the mic, he should have been making money off of his music, but he sold his rights to his music. I think in the documentary, they talked about how he lost the rights to his music. That's the same thing with Montel Jordan. Montel Jordan owned all of his music, but he went into debt. He owed taxes, and he ended up selling his catalog to pay his debt, to pay his tax debt. So he doesn't own This Is How We Do It or any of that music either. He used to, but he had to sell his catalog to pay his taxes. So a lot of people get caught up in that stuff. Step in the Name of Love is the only current playing. So he owns Step in the Name. Is that what you're saying? That he owns Step in the Name of Love? You think it was Jocelyn's parents that started that Patreon page? Ooh, that's a theory. That is a theory. Because something ain't right with her parents, even when they were on the R. Kelly documentary. Now, let me say this. I'm not defending anything that R. Kelly did or, allegedly did. But I did feel like Jocelyn Savage's parents were willing to relax good judgment in exchange for the possibility of their daughter becoming the next Beyonce, which is what he allegedly promised them, that he would make her the next Aaliyah. And in my mind, that would have sent chills down my spine, because I'd have been like, didn't you marry Aaliyah when she was 16, 14, 15? Like, that would have been what I'd have thought. I'd have been like, didn't you marry Aaliyah? That's not gonna make me, that's not a good thing. You know what I mean? But I do believe that they relaxed good judgment in exchange for potentially their daughter becoming a pop star. I believe they did do that. It came back and bit them in the ass, but I do believe that they made some questionable decisions, thinking that it was going to equal their daughter becoming a star. You know? The reality is, if you listen to all of these young ladies who shared their story, all of them were in vulnerable home situations, and he took advantage of it. But that is what predators do. Allegedly. Shout out to Andrew Alexander Rogers. So, yeah, I mean, if you believe that these women's stories, all of them had some home situations that were questionable. You know what I'm saying? Prince didn't own his originally. Yeah, well, that's why Prince, remember when Prince went to court and he sued, and that's when he used to write slave on the side of his face. Same thing with George Michael. George Michael did the same thing. George Michael had to sue to get his catalog as well. A lot of artists, especially under the old record label system, they didn't own their music. A lot of them didn't own their music. That's how Berry Gordy used to get over on his artists. That's why so many Motown artists, for the exception of Stevie Wonder and Smokey Robinson, so many Motown artists, including Diana Ross, including Marvin Gaye, were broke. They didn't own their music. Now, Marvin Gaye did own a lot of his music. He had other issues that he spent his money on. But he went toe-to-toe with Berry Gordy for those rights. And had he not been married to Berry Gordy's sister, he wouldn't have got what he got. He wouldn't have got what he got from Motown. He was married to Berry Gordy's sister, and he had a little more leverage. And so even Berry Gordy, who I'm not taking nothing away from what that man did and the empire that he built, but he did what all the other record labels, all the other record companies did. It just so happened that he was doing it to his own people. But that's what all of them did. They don't own that music. They don't own that music. Just like when Florence Ballard left, well, when she got fired from the Supremes, she signed a record deal with, I want to say it was Columbia Records. I have that album, as a matter of fact. I have Florence Ballard's solo album. And when she recorded her solo album, Berry Gordy sued so that she would not be allowed to use the name Supreme in anything. She couldn't advertise herself as a former member of the Supremes because he owned the name. So she could not in any way, shape, or form identify herself as a member of the Supremes, or Berry Gordy was going to sue Columbia Records. So Columbia Records did her solo album, but it flopped because they couldn't promote her. Because nobody knew who Florence Ballard, I mean, you know what I'm saying? People knew who Florence Ballard was, but nobody knew who Florence Ballard was, if that makes sense what I just said. They could not promote her as a former member of the Supremes. Same thing when the Temptations left Motown. They couldn't take their name. They didn't own the name Temptations. So when they left the Temptations, they were just, 5 dudes. So do you think someone around her or who knows her is trying to capitalize? I think it's somebody who knows her. And that's why when Simone said it was her parents, I didn't think about that, but I'm like, it could be. But I do think it's somebody who knows her. I think it's somebody who knows her, who has enough information that they could put something in her name or could tell a little bit of information, but I don't know if it's her at this point. I don't know if it's her. Plus, Aaliyah had talent. Without talent, it wouldn't matter what R. Kelly did. And that's true. Now, according to her parents, she was already a local, little local star. She already had a demo and all of that. But, that's why so many people go on these singing shows and get embarrassed because, people don't tell them the truth. They mama tell them that they sound like, Luther Vandross, and then they get in on American Idol and they sound like, she bang. You know what I'm saying? Somebody told me that Aaliyah mama allegedly owned the rights to her music. I believe Aaliyah's family does own the rights to her music. And I believe now, allegedly, what I heard was that was part of the settlement. That was part of so they wouldn't sue R. Kelly and sue the record label, that there was a settlement, and that part of the settlement was that they got the right. And that's why when Lifetime did that Aaliyah movie, that's why they couldn't use any of the music, because the family did not support that movie. And the family has control of the music. And that's why they couldn't use any of Aaliyah's actual music in that Lifetime movie. And Kitty Jones can kick all the rocks while sucking. Oh, what? Who is Kitty Jones? Is that the one that wrote the book and then retracted it and said everything was a lie in the book? Is that her? A lot of those women had daddies at home, and that's crazy. But then that just lets you know that having your daddy in the house don't mean you have a father. Or having your father doesn't mean you have a daddy. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Your mom with the flu. Oh my gosh, Simone. Simone, look. Let me tell y'all something. Simone, you are my spirit sister. Even though we don't agree on nothing, you are my spirit sister. Let me tell you something. First of all, I dislike Berry Gordy. I am not a Berry Gordy fan. I don't take away what he did, but I'm not a Berry Gordy fan. I think Berry Gordy was a predator, and he preyed on his own people, and he created a lot of carnage. Okay? Now, with that being said, I have an obsessive personality when I want to know something, if that makes sense. When I get something in my head that I want to learn about something, I am obsessed with it. I will read every book I can find. I will, especially now before the internet and YouTube and all of that, I would go to the library and I would go through microfiche and I would go through old newspaper articles and stuff so that I could read up on stuff that I just wanted to learn about. And at one point in my life, honey, I was obsessed with Motown. I was obsessed with knowing everything about Motown, and I was obsessed with Florence Ballard. I love me some Florence. I would love to talk to your mom, Simone. I love me some Florence Ballard. I think her story was so tragic, and what they did to that woman was horrendous. And I love me some Florence Ballard. Yes, I have that album too, Simone. And I also have the Supremes anthology, where in their earlier demos where Florence Ballard actually sang the lead on some of their earlier songs. Those songs didn't become hits, but she sang the lead on some of those earlier songs. That woman had a voice. They used to have to turn her mic down or turn it off because her voice overpowered the other two so badly. Oh my God, that woman. Anyway, I could go on and on and on and on and on. There's an interview with Florence on YouTube before she died. She spilled all the tea. She was going to write a book. She actually wrote a book. This is allegedly. She actually wrote a book, and her no good husband, that limo driver that she married and had them babies by, he sold the book for like $10,000 or something like that. He sold the manuscript to Berry Gordy, allegedly. But Florence wrote a book, allegedly. She wrote the book, and she told all the business. She talked about the payola. She talked about how Berry Gordy owed money to the mob. She told it. But she sued him right before she died and got a settlement. Yeah. And allegedly, in one of them books I read, her husband, that she had actually written out a manuscript, and her husband had it, and he sold it to Berry Gordy for like $10,000 or something like that. I'm going to have to go look that up, Jada. I never saw that interview. I'm going to have to go look it up. I read interviews that she gave, but I never saw the interview. I love me some Florence Ballard, y'all. Kitty Jones is a radio host from Dallas who quit. Okay, yes. Who quit and abandoned her son to live with R. Kelly. Yeah, okay. She was the one from the documentary. Okay, got it. Because somebody actually wrote a book, and then they retracted the whole book. I said, see, it's people like that that make it hard for the real accusers to tell their story. Diddy is the new Gordy. Oh, yeah, well, we see Diddy. That's why I was surprised when they, I guess because they all needed the money, when they did the Bad Boys reunion tour, which I did go to. I wanted the Bad Boys, the anthology, but he wanted like $100 when it first came out. It's probably cheaper now. I probably could get it for myself for Christmas because it's probably cheaper now. But when the Bad Boys anthology, when he did the reunion tour last year, and a couple of years ago, when that came out, it was too damn expensive. I said, hell, I still got the original CDs for half this music. I don't need to spend another $100. Jada Nerd, yes, it's horrible. We can't hear her music on these streaming services outside of her first album. I know, right? But that was the same thing with Prince. Until Prince died, you couldn't listen to Prince on Pandora or anything like that. Prince didn't. Now, once he died, his family did allow it, but before that, you could put in on Pandora. You could put in Prince radio, and they would play everybody but Prince. They would play all of the music, like the Minneapolis sound and all of that. Everybody but Prince. Trust me, I know, because I had it. I was like, damn, they ain't never playing no Prince songs. Aaliyah's uncle owned the rights to her and all the other background artists' music, and then he sold it to the private company. That's the reason their music isn't on these streaming platforms. Okay, got it. Thanks, little baby. Her daughter, especially baby Lisa, might will talk to you. Oh, Simone. Girl, we definitely gonna hook up when I come up to Detroit. Oh my gosh, you just don't know. Like, I'm so serious right now. I was obsessed with that woman, and I was obsessed with her like she was a part of my family. I read everything I could find on Florence Ballard, and like I said, I have her music, her first CD that a lot of people don't even know is out there that you can buy. I have it on CD. Child, I love me some Florence Ballard. Anyway, I have a dark fact: the place where Sam Cooke was murdered, my family. Jacqueline. Oh, I would love to talk to you too. Y'all just don't know. I'm obsessed with stuff like that. There was a good documentary. Did y'all watch that documentary on Netflix? The what was it? The Two Faces or the Two Lives of Sam Cooke, something like that. The Many Faces or something like that of Sam Cooke, and they talk about his murder and like all the conspiracy theories around his murder and the actual murder itself. Oh, Jacqueline, girl. That's very interesting that your family owned that motel, child. You need to write a book. Child, you need to write a book, girl. I'm sure that there's some stories in your family. You need to write a book, girl. Flo's sister had written a book, and she died a couple of years ago. Oh, she did write a book? Did I read her sister's book? Hey, Jonathan Ford, how you doing? Did I read her sister? Is it public? Because if it's public, I might have read it. Jada, as soon as I get off of here, I'm Googling it. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to be on YouTube until I find it. Trust me. Okay. I believe what they said. I believe why they killed her, because she was going to spill the tea. Who? Kill who? Oh, yeah, Florence. Yeah, Florence and Diana Ross. Oh, yeah, child, they could, child. Once Diana Ross started sleeping with Berry Gordy, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. Yeah, once they started sleeping together, it was a wrap, honey. And then Diana Ross showed her bitch ass up and sat in the front row of the funeral. Child. JoJo was on Blackground, and the uncle didn't want to let her out of the contract, but also wouldn't let her record and sell music. That Barry Hankerson is something else. Yeah, okay, so that's the same record company that had JoJo hemmed up, because I did know JoJo. That's why JoJo wasn't able to put out a okay. That's the see them record company. That's why I don't have any sympathy for the record industry right now with independent artists and with this whole movement and people being able to put out their own music on their own terms. I don't have any sympathy, because the record industry dogged artists out for so long and got over for so long. I don't have any sympathy for anybody that's able to, like, people like Chance the Rapper and all of that. Thank you, Jaded. I love you. Missy was genius for sign. Yes, yeah, she knew what the deal was. And see, that's the thing. And this is what I try to tell, especially my students. it's nothing wrong with wanting to go into the music industry or performing or whatever, but you have to do your homework and you have to learn more than just, I have talent, I can sing, I can act, I can dance. You've got to learn the business side, because at the end of the day, ignorance is no excuse. And so it sounds good to come out with a record label, and when the record company want to give you all these good advances, what I tell people, go study TLC, go study some of these artists from the 70s and the 80s. Go look at a couple of unsung episodes. Anybody who looks at unsung on either unsung or Behind the Music. Remember when Behind the Music used to come on VH1? Go look at some of those episodes, and you will learn so many of these artists that we thought had it going on they don't own shit. Missy was oh, you said I read that already. I'm sure Gladys Knight has some story. Oh, child. All of them got some stories. Right, Brandon. And when Diana Ross left Motown, that's why she left Motown, because she didn't have any money. When she left Motown, I think they said she had less than $100,000 in her bank account. Diana Ross, when she left Motown, she had less than $100,000 in her bank account. So that's why they left. That's why they left. And nobody had time for that. Yeah, Yana, yeah. Florence Ballard died. She had some health issues. I want to say she ended up having a brain aneurysm or a heart attack, but don't quote me on either one. But I know it was a health issue that she died from. Prince only put his music on Tidal, right? Now, he was pissy about YouTube. You couldn't get no Prince video song on YouTube, but the day he died, yeah, the day, and that's why to this day, I cannot believe Prince didn't have a will, because he was so particular about his music and so particular about his legacy of his music. I cannot believe that man did not have a will, because the minute he died and he didn't have a will and he left it to his family, who he wasn't even close with. He wasn't even close to his family like that. And of course, money. They don't care about how he felt about his music and respected his music like that. Not on the level he did. You know? So I'm just like, they done turned Paisley Park into a museum, which I'm going to go. I'm going to Paisley Park. But they turned it into a museum. Like, you know what I mean? It's like he would never have done the things that they've done. But that's what happens when you don't leave I just can't believe he didn't leave a will. I could not believe that man didn't leave a will. I'm still not sure he didn't leave a will, but whatever. Exactly. Just dawned on me while talking about Prince on Pandora. Yeah, now I can't say now whether you can get Prince on Pandora, but I know before he died, you couldn't, because I've been listening to Pandora for years. Because I've been listening to Pandora when I worked with, going back to when I was in, when I had come out of the classroom and I was in an office and I worked for the union, and then I was a advocate. When I was at my desk, I was listening to Pandora. Years ago, I used to listen to Pandora. When Pandora, you only got a certain amount of hours per month, and then after that, you had to pay or something like that. And you couldn't get Prince. You could get Prince music. You could get music that Prince wrote, but you could not get Prince. Because they would even play like Sheila E. And I'm like, well, all of that was Prince's music. You could get music that he wrote, but you could not listen to Prince. Now, I don't know about now, because, you know, everything has changed now. Thank you, moderators, for getting that troll up out of here, honey. Thank you, Jaded Nerve. That's part one. I'm going, as soon as I get off of here, honey, that's what I'm going to be doing, is listening to this interview, watching this interview. Oh, man, I can't wait. Ooh, Jaded. You done gave me an early Christmas gift. I did not know. It never even occurred to me to check YouTube, because when my session was with Florence Ballard, honey, I was in the archives at the library. I looked at old Jet magazine articles, old Ebony articles, honey. I read, because I read the first book I read was the book that Mary Wilson wrote. That's when Mary Wilson's book was out. Remember when her book came out and it was so scandalous and she was telling all the business? So from there, I started reading other people's books from Motown. I read, people from the Temptations and Mary Wells, and I read all these other people's books from there. But that's where it started. And I was just obsessed, because I just always felt like, what if she had been able to have a successful career at Columbia? Like, what if they hadn't? Because my thing is, okay, you fired her from the group, But now you don't want, it was just like in the movie Dreamgirls or the play. You fired me from the group, then leave me alone. Why do you not want me to be successful now? You don't want me. Let me go make a living. It was just out of spite. It was just out of pure spite what Berry Gordy did to that woman. Pure spite. Child, I'm not a Diana Ross fan, Lady T. So if you, I'm sorry, baby. I'm not a Diana Ross fan. I am not. And part of the reason why I'm not a Diana Ross fan is because of what Diana Ross did to her bandmates for some dick. Anyway. And some, clout. Anyway. Thank you. Hey, Dawn. Thank you, babe. Oh, Simone. Girl. Yes, because I'm definitely gonna be up in Detroit probably in May. Me too, Yana. I'm definitely obsessed with true crime. I already told y'all I love the ID channel, and now that Oxygen has turned into like ID, part 2, I'll be looking at all the Oxygen shows too, honey. They just, because Oxygen used to be like a women's network. They just said, forget. I guess Snapped was so popular. They said, forget that. We're just going to do 24 hours of Snap type shows. The sister tells all in her book. I think you had to order her book from YouTube. Okay. Well, I'm going to find that. Diana Ross was nasty and went to Flo's funeral and performed. Oh, yes, honey. She performed at the funeral. Yes, she did. I saw the picture when she put Florence's daughter in her lap and everybody was looking at her like she was crazy. Like, I know you didn't show up in here like that after you didn't. Oh yeah, Florence Ballard. Yeah, she was. That was the one. That's why her and Berry Gordy never got along, because she questioned Berry Gordy. She didn't just go along with whatever he said. She was like, the hell? You know what I mean? And so she always was the bad guy and then once Berry Gordy and Diana Ross started sleeping together, it was always 2 against 1. Because Mary ain't never say nothing. Mary was the go along to get along. She said that herself in her book, that she didn't really make waves. And it was always Florence and Berry. And again, once he started sleeping with Diana Ross, it was a wrap. It was always 2 against 1. Always 2 against 1. Girl. Both good shows and informative. Yeah, I love. They were broke. Who was broke? The Supremes. Who's broke? All of them was broke. So I guess I could go for any of them. All of them was broke. Y'all, I'm behind on the comments. Hold on, let me get caught up. The way the music industry is set up now, you don't need a major label. The one be doing the same amount of work on a major, you can make, look at Chance the Rapper. Chance the Rapper has become a millionaire, and that's his music. Prince was very shady and protective about it. He absolutely was. Diana married that old rich white man, had those 2 sons, Evan and the brother. That man died and made Diana filthy rich. They divorced before he died, though. They were divorced. He was still alive when they got divorced. But, I'm sure he left her some money, though. I'm sure he took care of her. Did your uncle start back driving the school bus? Child, Yana in that school bus, honey. All That Glitters and Gold was Mary's book. Because, it was something like My Life is a Supreme or something like that. But that's where I started. Hey, is that Slim Ice? How you doing? I'm not a big Diana Ross fan, but but that's why I think I'm not a big Beyonce fan, because her story reminds me so much of the Supremes. What they did, what her and her father did to Destiny's Child is so reminiscent to me of what happened with the Supremes. And that's why when people ask me why I'm not a Beyonce fan, that's really what it is. I'll be honest with you. Because I feel like Beyonce act like the rules are not for her. She does whatever she wants to do. She has lied about and tried to take credit for other people's music and said she wrote something she didn't write. She has been disrespectful of other artists. I'm just not a fan. Your mother's the biggest Diana Ross fan, but no disrespect to your mama. No disrespect to your mama. Girl, snapped his child. I fell in love with Diana before I knew the backstory. I saw The Wiz, and that was all she wrote. Oh, and you know what? Now, let me say this. The Wiz is not my style now. I think she wasn't great in The Wiz, but Mahogany is one of my favorite movies. I love Mahogany, and I think she did a excellent job. I can't take nothing away from that woman. Mahogany is my movie. That is one of my favorite. I could look at Mahogany. That is one of my favorite movies. So I don't take nothing away. I think she's a better actress than she is a singer. They ask you how many followers on social media. Well, that's why all the artists were getting mad with Instagram taking away the likes, because those likes, that's part of their data, that's part of their stats, that's part of them selling themselves to advertisers and businesses to say, look, this is how many people follow me on Instagram, this is how many likes I get every time I put something on Instagram. Because just like on YouTube, anybody that's in this room that's a YouTube creator, you know that your amount of subscribers never equals your views. So you can have 70,000 subscribers. You put up a video and you might get 20,000 views, which is still a lot. Don't get me wrong, but it's not 70,000. It's the same thing on Instagram. You can have 1 million people following you on Instagram, but if every time you post a picture, you only get 10,000 likes, an advertiser may not be impressed with that versus every time you put up something, you getting 250,000 likes. That's why they were getting so pissed. That's why they were pissed off about those likes being gone. Because that's a part of branding now. Social media is a big part of people's branding these days. You know what I mean? Exactly, little baby. You can put anything on your Twitter, anything on your Instagram, start a YouTube channel with all your music, and it is all yours. Belongs to you. You know what? Now, shut up, Jaded. Oh, I love Tracy. And I love Tracy. Now, Tracy Ellis Ross, I love her. I've loved her since Girlfriends. I love Tracy. I follow her on Instagram. I love her. Beyonce's been disrespectful to a lot of people. I could do a whole nother live on just Beyonce. I ain't gonna be on here all night, because if I get on Beyonce, honey, that's a whole nother conversation. But Beyonce has done a lot of people wrong. So I took a shower and now we in Motown. How we even get here? Girl, because we was talking about R. Kelly. And somehow we got from Jocelyn Savage having a fake Patreon to the history of Motown. I don't know how we got here. You know how we do over here. One thing leads to the next thing, and then we somewhere else. I don't know. Yeah, she did a great job with Lady Sings the Blues too. She absolutely did. Yep, those analytics. And you know, Jada, you know how you are about your analytics, honey. I always say Stephanie Mills sang home, but Diana made me think she wanted to go. But see, even with that, Berry Gordy stole that role from Stephanie Mills for Diana Ross. Stephanie Mills was supposed to play that. She did it on Broadway. She was Dorothy, and she sings the hell out of that song. But they did Stephanie Mills wrong to put Diana in that role. Diana was 40 years old playing Dorothy. Who, what, when, where, and how? That was wrong. She didn't even. Y'all know that was wrong. Y'all know she wasn't nobody's Dorothy. My grandmother took us to go see The Wiz. She took all the grandkids. I remember we all loaded up in her car. This before the days of car seats and seatbelts, honey. And my grandmama had one of them old cars anyway, one of them tanks. And she loaded all the grandkids up in her car. And I remember she took us to go see The Wiz. And The Wiz scared me. The part with the damn in the subway, where the subway came to life, that thing scared the hell out of me. And then the monkeys. I didn't like The Wiz for a long time. It's not something I watch regularly. Like, I do not watch The Wiz. It scared me. The best part of The Wiz for me is the part where they first get to Oz and the people are dancing and the colors keep changing. They keep, changing to different colors. I like that part. And then I like the part where Mabel King, she like, don't bring me no bad news. Other than that, they can keep the rest of that movie, as far as I'm concerned. I used to like the Michael Jackson part when he came up, when they first ran into Michael Jackson, and he came up off the thing and he was singing. Y'all know the song he was singing. Yep, Flo started the group. Absolutely, she did. She sure did. Hey, Jay Wilson. Welcome. How you doing? We just in here chit-chatting. Thank Thank you very much, Jay Wilson. I just got a text today from my eye doctor saying it's time for me to come on in and see how much vision I done lost this year and give me some new glasses. Yeah, I like Tracy Ellis. Tracy Ellis. Child, we ain't got the Omarion yet, but let's get to Omarion so I can get off of here. I ain't gonna be on here all night with y'all. Can we do Beyonce live on your? You can do Beyonce on your. Oh, you mean do the Beyonce conversation? Sure, absolutely. You let me know. I'm always ready to do that. I can do that. They shaded Stephanie because of her nose, but Diana was in her 40s looking okay. I sound like Jay Wilson just now. Okay. Hey, Erica J, how you doing? Coney Island, what would I do? Yeah, that movie scared me. I did not enjoy myself at all. Hey, Jay Parrish. Yeah, see, Simone, you were scared. Okay, see, you were scared of the Wiz too. So I wasn't the only one. Hey, Dre, how you doing, boo? Cadillac Coupe de Ville. Okay, yeah, that was good too. Yeah. I remember a Whitney interview. She was asked if she grew up listening to Diana. She said no. She said her inspiration was Sissy and Aretha. Well, you know Aretha and Diana ain't get along either. So Whitney probably grew up hearing all them backstories. You see what I'm saying? Because of her family. She had the inside scoop on a lot of the backstories. You know, back in the days when they was on the Chitlin circuit and all of that, they toured together. They did shows together. And remember, Aretha was signed to Motown for a little while. At one point in time, Aretha Franklin was signed to Motown. So Whitney probably had a whole lot of stories about Miss Diana from behind the wall. You see what I'm saying? If Whitney were ever to write a book, if she had ever written her life story, she might, Whitney ain't had no cut cards. She might have told a thing or two. She didn't have no cut cards, but, we'll never get those stories. Well, the thing about Omarion, Dre, Omarion said, "I'm gonna kill you in silence." Okay, what they say real killers move in silence. So this whole time that everybody's been waiting for Omarion to have an opinion about Lil Fizz in April, and waiting for him to get mad, and wait for him to go live, and wait for him to go out there and talk his shit on this whole Fizz April situation, right? Omarion was like, I'm good. I'm going to just get him where it counts. He is doing the Millennium Tour 2020 without B2K. So what he did was, you go over there and have a good time with my baby mama, but I don't know how you going to take care of her because you won't be on my next tour. So Omarion has put together his own tour, and he's calling it the Millennium Tour 2020. So the Millennium Tour must not have been branded or nothing. And he has other artists from that time period on the tour with him, but not B2K. Okay. So that's how he got. So all the while he wasn't saying nothing about Lil Fizz in April. He was like, "Oh, I got something for you. I'm going to get y'all on the backside." Danny, don't start that. Don't you start that. Exactly. He stopped the bag. Hey, what's up, Diving for Death? Hey, Lolo, how you doing? You never watched The Wiz? Girl, you're not missing nothing. All it is the black version of The Wizard of Oz, honey. And it's like the 70s black version of The Wizard of Oz, okay? I mean, yeah, Omarion got him where it hurts. He got him in them pockets, boo. He got him in a BET Uncut type interview. Patti LaBelle said she wanted to cut Diana because she would come in the LaBelle's dressing room to see what they would wear so she could get them for... Yep, I remember. I saw that interview. I remember her talking about that. I think she might have even said it in her book. I read Patti LaBelle's book. She might have, because Patti LaBelle's book, she tell the business too. She talked about the fact that she slept with she tell all her business. The Supremes will always perform before the LaBelles, so when the LaBelles came out, they were looking crazy. Yeah, exactly. Jaded, don't y'all start that eye stuff. I am not doing that with y'all tonight. Lil Fizz got to use that Popeyes gives it certificate he got. And that what Alexander Rogers said, that Mona be paying them in gift certificates, honey. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Child. Hilarious. You hear me? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what you're talking about. What is, yeah, I don't even know what that is. Yeah, we're not doing that. Sight is a beautiful thing, yeah, because for people like me who are blind, I like how Marion is handling things. Yeah, I do too. His DJ Vlad interview showcased that he was unbothered with Fizz in April. He was only concerned about his kids. And I believe that. Like, I believe that he doesn't care. I don't think it's an act. I don't think he's playing. But I also think that his thing is what you not going to do, though. Because here's my problem. Okay, let's just pretend like we believe what we see on Love and Hip Hop. Let's just pretend. If Lil Fizz felt like he did not owe Omarion the respect of going to him and having a conversation with, I don't care what the status of y'all's relationship is, you all are bandmates. And you are now sleeping with the mother of not one, but two of his children. I do think you owed him a phone call. Not a phone call, a conversation. I think he owed Omarion that. Not asking his permission, not asking for his blessing, but letting him know, look, this is what it is. And as a man, I'm coming to you and letting you know what it is. Because you know how the media going to spin it. You know what people going to say. I'm coming to you as a man to let you know X, Y, and Z. That's what he should have done. And he did. He owed Omarion that. He did. I feel like he did. He owed Omarion that. But Lil Fizz didn't think he did. So now he's going to be watching the Millennium Tour like the rest of us with a ticket from the back row because he can't afford a front row seat. Child. Dre didn't know, you know, our king really be too. Huh? Who was the king? Huh? I'm lost diving. What you talking about, boo? Oh, that y'all in the same chat. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, YouTube, honey. YouTube is a small world. Oh, yeah. Abby handling them trolls tonight. Abby, Captivate Christian, he must have went to sleep, honey. Abby is in here. He with the katana blades tonight. I ain't mad at you. It's a small world. You know, all us in these on this sector. Even though I really ain't in this sector like that. But I be in the sector. You know what I'm saying. All I gotta say is I love Pretty Ricky Banners about to sit down. Okay. I want to see it. I can't wait to see it. I've seen you working on, and then you working on somebody else. I saw the other day or earlier today. Definitely. I can't wait till we get started on our project, Lady T. We working on some stuff too good. Omarion said that he thinks Fizz and April need to change the narrative of their relationship. Yeah, I mean, well, they doing it for clicks and views. I mean, you know, the Instagram version of clicks and views, but that's what they doing it for. You know, they did it for a storyline so they could make a little bit of change. And I hope it lasts them. I hope that Millennium Tour money and that Mona Sky Young money is going to last them because that's all. You're not getting the Millennium Tour too. Hey, Captivating Chris. I thought you went to bed, boo. Yeah, they were wrong, Dre. And again, you fall in love with who you fall in love with, but it's the way you handle stuff. And it's the way you allow things to happen. You know, again, granted, Omarion and Lil Fizz were not friends, but they were co-workers. They were co-workers. And at the very least, he owed him a conversation. I believe he did. Oh, you did, Lady T? Okay, boo. I can't wait for us to regroup and start getting some stuff together because I'm definitely, y'all. We got some stuff coming in 2020, y'all. Hold on. I got some stuff. I got a lot of stuff in the works for 2020. Y'all be ready. I know you do, Abby. I know you do. Okay, they better save up, honey. They better save up their coin. Yeah, Moniece has other issues that cause her to act out, but she definitely should probably look into handling things in a more quiet manner, move in silence. Well, Lil Fizz does that with every woman he dates. He allows them to, and that's what Monique says. He allows his women to disrespect me, and that's my issue. See, people just see Monique pop off. They don't see the backstory. But then when she pop off, she goes so far left that people don't listen to the backstory. You know what I'm saying? But when you listen to Monique's backstory and listen to, like she said, if y'all paid attention to a couple of episodes ago, she said at the end of every season, talking about Love and Hip Hop, we're good. We seem to be in a good place. And then he starts dating somebody new and it starts all over again. So she said that this is what he does. He allows these women to disrespect me. What? Lil Fizz was trolling Omar. He need to go take several seeds. Omarion can care less. He's an icebox where his heart used to be. Okay? He absolutely does. He messed up his bank, right? And April, you right, because that child, that won't last till 2021. If it lasts past through 2020, hell. Child, Monique need to get her. What's crazy is that Fizz and Omarion were real friends. I grew up with them and my cousin, and Omarion dated as kids. Oh, okay. So they were friends at one time. You could tell Monique is trying to do the right thing. I don't think their relationship is genuine on April's side. I think she did it for Omarion's attention and she's not getting it. So let's see how long it can take. Yeah, I definitely don't see that being no happily ever after situation. Okay, Monique. Okay, Simone said, I'm Monique. Once you got me on 20, I make no promises on what I'm going to say. Yeah. And like I said, people don't know the backstory. They just see her popping off, you know? That's my thing with Fizz. This isn't the first time he's dated someone after Omarion. Oh. Child. But yeah, y'all, I had put the third hashtag as a story time, but I feel like this whole live was a story time. So we'll do, and I couldn't think of a good story anyway. I can't think of a good story I'm going to tell y'all. I don't know. It has to be organic. I think of stuff as I'm talking. So, but I'm about to get off of here now, y'all, but I'm definitely going to go live tomorrow. April will be all right, but Lil Fizz is definitely messing. Yeah, he messed up the bag. Who thinks there'll be a wedding or baby special? I see a baby special before I see a wedding. She's clearly fertile. Oh. I love how you actually go live and interact with your chat. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Inya. And again, if I said that wrong, charge it to my head, not my heart. April strikes me as someone who thinks she is really beautiful. Yeah, and she is. I think April is beautiful, but I think she relies on that. You know what I'm saying? I think she relies on that she's desirable. I think she's pretty. What's up, Aaron? You back? We about to shut it down, boo. But thank you for coming back. But I'll be back on live tomorrow. I know some of y'all gonna be getting yourself together for cooking and all that good stuff. But I'll be back on here sometime tomorrow. April is average. I think she's pretty. I mean, again, you know. Right. And you're right. RuPaul said don't rest on pretty. You can't rest on pretty, honey. You can't, because that'll be gone. In the blink of an eye, it's gone. I think they are eating crow right now. They wanted to get under Omar. Yeah, I do think they thought it was going to affect Omarion. I think they were banking on. Well, thank you, Miss Old School 32. Thank you, boo. I think they were banking on a storyline, like a second tier storyline, because they were banking on Omarion responding, and he didn't. So he didn't give them any ammunition. They have nothing now. You notice how they fizzled. Their storyline has fizzled because there's nothing left. Yeah, I don't disagree with you, Dre. I don't disagree with you, but I don't really see them actually making it to the altar. But I definitely could see her getting pregnant. You know what I'm saying? She's relying on her looks to carry her, but that's the only taking you so far. As the old saying goes, show me a beautiful woman and I'll show you a man tired of looking at her. Oh, I didn't know that saying, but I like it. I'm going to be cooking and listening to you. Okay, good night, Cynthia. Cynthia, you one of the houses I need to bring me a plate to, honey. You making every damn thing, Shy. You probably cooking already. You got to fight your way to the grocery store. Abby, why your ass ain't go to the grocery store before? You know better than that. You know better than to go to the grocery store tomorrow. Girl, you better get up at old dark 30 and get up in there at the beginning and then when they open. Or if it's a 24-hour one, you better go now. Ciao. I think she's cute. That video of her patting her snatch. Oh, gosh. I can't stand when women do stuff like that. Let me tell you something. I'm not the most girly girl, but there are certain things that I cannot stand. And I don't like when women do that, grab their crotch and stuff like that. You know what else I cannot stand? And I have one of my friends says this all the time. And I know people probably say it, so I'm about to offend somebody in the chat. You know what I can't stand? I can't stand when I hear a woman say, suck my dick. Ooh, I can't stand it. And one of my good friends says it all the time. And I be like, and my students say that. When I hear my female students say it, it's like nails on a chalkboard. I will pull them aside. I say, you are too pretty. You are too beautiful to let that come out your mouth. Oh, I cannot stand that. Ooh, now I can say some crass stuff out my mouth, okay? My mouth ain't clean, but I cannot stand that. Oh, child, I can't stand that. Ooh. Pretty with no sense. I think she's okay. Me too, Abby. Jonathan, you too? Jonathan, what you cooking for Thanksgiving? I don't remember seeing what you said you was going to cook. You got to let me ask this pressing question before you go. Sure, Aaron. I'll answer that. That'll be the last thing when I get to that question. And then I'm going to answer that. Then I'm going to get off here. They could be fake married, like Josh said. Well, they could. You're right. They could fake a wedding. You're right. They could fake a wedding. April thought this was going to get under. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm in the bed. Put my hair in the butt. Child. Remember when Evelyn said she had good credit and good. Yeah, I remember that. And then she was. Oh, I can't stand it. Ugh. That's your favorite thing to say, Ebony? I can't stand it. Child. And you know what? I think I've heard you say it before, Abby. I think I've actually heard you say it. I guess I'm looking through a different lens because she's average to me. I mean, because it's in the Simone is in the eye of the beholder, boo. It is in the eye of the beholder. Yep. Now, do I think there are a lot of women that are prettier than her? Yeah, I do. Yeah, absolutely. What you want to ask me, Ern? That's how we say it in DC. Ern. What you want to ask me, Ern? She stayed on the lives too long. Leave Abby alone. Abby been rolling today, honey. My nephew's name is Aaron, and his father's name is Aaron. So, you know, that's a DC thing. You got to put that Ern on it. What's up, Ern? So, when I see my brother-in-law, I'll be like, what's up, Ern? Yeah, honey. One person beautiful is another person ugly, honey. Because, you know, I get compliments. I get insults. Child. I'm only doing a strawberry pudding and this Ruth's Chris sweet potato I love Ruth's Chris. Let me tell you something. I love Ruth's Chris sweet potato casserole, and I also love their cream spinach. Baby. Oh, I love Ruth's Chris cream spinach. I don't know what they do to that. It's like crack. I love that cream spinach. Like, I used to go by there and just get a side, like order, you know, to go and just get a side of their honey. I love that cream spinach. Okay, Jonathan. Truth be told, I think Monique is pretty in April. What do you think? Okay, here's his question. What do you think is missing from these LGBTQ reality shows? As a producer, what would you like to see? You're my target audience? I'm your target audience? Huh. What's missing? You know what I think is missing? When I look at because I look at a lot of what's up, Miss Mars? I look at a lot of the YouTube shows, like, you know, the web series. I'm gonna tell you just off the top of my head without thinking too deep into it. The one thing that's missing for me are the non-stereotype gay men. You know what I'm saying? I think people have in their mind that stereotype. And when that's all you see, it just further perpetuates the stereotypes. We know we're gonna get the caddy in the fight, and that's on any reality show. So I mean, you know, that's what reality shows do. But I would love to see members of the LGBTQ community that are not the stereotype. You know what else I would like to see? I would like to see other letters of the LGBTQ that are represented. We see gay, we see transgender. I would like to see some asexual. I would like to see people who identify as queer, because I think people need to understand what that means. We say the letters because that's what's respectful to say. But do we really know what that looks like? Do we really know what that means? You know what I'm saying? We see gay, we see bisexual, we see transgender. We don't even really see a lot of lesbian. We see a lot of bisexual women. We see a lot of and you know what else we don't see a lot of? We don't see a lot of trans men. We see a lot of trans women, but we do not see a lot of trans men represented on these shows. So yeah, I would love to see some LGBTQ men who, you know, are in, and again, it's no disrespect. It's no disrespect, but I would love to see, you know, who are, and pay attention to Abby, what Abby's saying, because she reviews a lot of the online shows as well. But yeah, show me some members of the LGBTQ community who are counselors, doctors, lawyers, you know, therapists, truck drivers. Like, we get it. We get that you fashion designers. We get it that you sing. We get it that you do hair. We get it that, you know what I mean? I would love to see other professions and other parts of the spectrum represented. Let me see what some other people are saying. Take a whole story. Don't leave out pieces so we confuse. Yeah, well, yeah, that's, but yeah, that comes with the production of it. Hey, what's up, Tammy? How you doing? Yeah, pansexuals. Like, I need to understand what that looks like. I know the definition, but what does that look like? Does that make sense? I would love to see them have one event that goes well. Well, child. Hey, what's up, Tammy? Yeah, storylines are definitely connected dots. Yeah, see, other professions. Jonathan says, I get tired of them throwing shade at each other. I would like to see quality people, maybe some in a relationship or affair. That would be great to see a gay couple raising kids. That would be a great thing to see. It's a family. And I know a lot of these shows, a lot of the people on the shows are young. They're in their early 20s, so they're not at that point in their life. But it would be cool to maybe see, even if it's an older couple that maybe is mentoring or are like, I don't know if mentor is the right word, but even if it's an older couple that is kind of in the mix, but they're not like, you know, they're not clubbing every night or whatever, but they're in the mix of the show somehow, connected to somebody somehow. You know what I'm saying? I just would love to see a different side. I think a lot of these shows I think they're lazy and they focus on the stereotype and the norm instead of digging deeper into the spectrum. I would love to see other members of the spectrum represented. I would love to see a trans man represented and tell his story. We get trans women all the time. You know, I would love to see that. So yeah, thank you, Aaron. That was a great question. And I think the chat is giving you some good suggestions as well. Dami says, I'm gay and don't know what half of the cuckoo right, you know what I'm saying? And Dami, if you don't mind me speaking on it, Dami is in, you know, he's a counselor. So like, you know, it's a different field, like different professions. Not all of them saying that they're bosses. Child, ain't nobody bossing shit. Oh, well, thank you, Aaron. You're welcome, boo. I agree. I would love to see the same things. We keep seeing the same thing over and over again. Let's see real people. Show the variety within the spectrum. Right. Gays are so much more than fashion designers, singers. Exactly. Unless you want Beverly Hills, nothing goes well, child. Okay. I don't mind the shade. Just let it not be the focus. Yeah. I mean, we know that there has to be a certain level of catty and all that. It's a reality show. We know what sells. So we get that. But I would just like to see more representation in different areas. Have a clear vision of the story you want to tell from the beginning. Don't make it up as you go along. That's important. In my opinion, when you have people around the writing table that the stories reflect, the shows could be better. Yes, let's get gay and lesbian parents. Okay. All right. I would love to see parents that are going through the adoption. Oh, that's deep. Please sound and camera work focus on quality over 15 cast members. Now, that's a good one, too. So, Aaron, I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to get ready to log off, you guys. Aaron, are you in the process of, pardon my ignorance, if you've already told me this already or I forgot, are you in the process of working on a show or producing a show, or do you already currently work on a show? Because I think you got some good suggestions in the room. Thank you, chat. And then I'm gonna let Aaron answer. Then I'm getting up off here, y'all. It has been an hour and a half, and it is 12 o'clock. Ooh, but y'all rocking with me though. It's 60 y'all in the room. Hey, y'all go on and hit that like button on y'all way in or out the door. Let me drop my information in the chat. If there's anybody new in the chat that don't know me like that, let me go on and drop my info for y'all. And I don't know if you guys had a chance to check out the I'm part of a new podcast. I posted it on my community wall, all the information. Y'all can check us out. We did a podcast on Sunday night talking about male-female roles, like Venus versus Mars and dating. So it was a fun time. We had a good time. We had a good conversation. Y'all check it out. I put the links on my community wall. Okay. All right, well, keep me posted. Aaron, definitely keep me posted on your project. I have no problem because I review a lot of web series. Abby does a lot of web series as well. So we definitely, keep us in the mix, boo. Definitely keep us in the mix. Well, thank you, Miss Old School 32. I love y'all too. Well, y'all, that's why I be on here with y'all. I always say I'm gonna do an hour, and I always be on here longer than an hour. I enjoy talking to y'all. I like talking. If any of my students in here go to bed. Y'all, my students be coming up to me talking about something. Miss Proctor, I was in your live. I'm like, well, y'all stop. I keep telling y'all my name. Anyway, but I ain't saying nothing, honey. I ain't saying nothing. We need a healthy mix of Circle NYC and Chasing Atlanta. Now, I never got into the Circle NYC. I watched a couple of episodes. I never got into it. Not because I didn't like it. I think the episodes were dropping so sporadic. I just couldn't keep up. Yes, go to bed. Here's my information, you guys. If anybody is not already on my YouTube, on my Instagram, if you send me a request on Instagram, DM me your YouTube name so I know it's you, because my Instagram is closed because I don't want, my students on my Instagram. Even though I don't really put nothing on there anymore. I'm about to open. I could probably open the page back up because ain't nothing on there no more. I took a lot of stuff off. And I really only post stuff dealing with the YouTube channel. Anyway, but my Instagram is on there. My YouTube is on there. My Cash App and my email. So you can always email me. I'm doing better about checking my emails, y'all. I'm doing better about checking my emails. Do I spank my grandkids? Baby, I don't even have kids, much less grandkids. I don't spank no damn body. But y'all can definitely check me out there. If you haven't already or don't already have that information, put Wally on a reality show. The cameraman wouldn't be able to follow. Dami, I ain't fooling with you. I agree. I agree. I've never seen the show No Shade, Simone. I'm gonna have to check it out. Okay. Yeah, thank you. What that is. Ooh, the trolls be coming out at night. I normally don't have this many trolls. Ooh. All right, y'all, we getting ready to shut this down. Thank you, Danny. I was just getting ready to do that. If you are in the room and you are not subscribed to my big sister, Abby Reviews, she's my moderator. Y'all go ahead and click on that. We're trying to get her to her 1,000 subscribers, auntie. She has been doing her videos for a while, so she has her watch hours, honey. We're trying to get her monetized before the end of the year. I don't know if we're going to do it, but we're trying to get her there, y'all. Also, my kissing cousin, Captivating Christian, is also a moderator. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him. He does a lot of political news. We're trying to get him to his 1,000 too, honey. And my other moderator was in the room earlier, Jaded Nerd. He does celebrity news. He be giving you the good scoop, honey. Y'all go check him out. I think Lady T was in here earlier. Gina the Queen. What's Gina's full name? Gina Queen. Miss Gina. If y'all put in Miss Gina Queen, I can't remember her full name, y'all. I'm sorry. But she was in here earlier. Y'all check her out. Who else? Jay Wilson dropped through to say hi, show some love. Y'all definitely check out Jay Wilson. Trying to make sure I'm getting everybody who's... Oh, Mr. Credential, my bad. Mr. Credential is getting ready to start his YouTube channel. So you guys go ahead and y'all subscribe to Mr. Credential. It's not any videos up there yet, but go ahead and subscribe. He is going to be dealing with mental health, and that is something that is very important, especially in our community. He's going to be dealing with mental health, and he's going to be addressing issues of mental health. He isn't getting ready to get his degree, and so that is what he wants to focus on. So y'all definitely go over there and subscribe to Mr. Credential, and y'all check him out. And then everybody have a great evening, and if I don't see you guys before Thanksgiving, you definitely have a great Thanksgiving. I hope you have a good time with family and friends. And if this is a bad time of year for you, or you do not have anybody to spend the holiday with, please find somebody. Pick up the phone, call a friend you ain't talked to in a few months. Go on Facebook, honey, and reconnect with somebody. Somebody invite you out, honey. Don't sit in this house thinking about stuff. But if you just want a quiet Thanksgiving and you don't want to spend your time with nobody, y'all just turn on the Hallmark channel and look at 24 hours of Christmas movies. That's what I'm going to do. Call a trick. What we calling a trick? Yes, Captivating Christians last live will introduce you to Mr. Credential. So y'all go to Captivating Christians channel. You check out his last live. You will get to see him. Now, let me tell y'all something. Y'all be in here flirting with Captivating Christian, talking about how cute Captivating Christian is. Mr. Credential's a little cutie too. Y'all go check him out. He got that beard thing working, that beard gang. He part of the beard gang. Y'all go check him out, y'all. And yes, and happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Thank you, Aaron. Night to all of you guys, and I will talk to y'all later. Peace.